And happy Thursday.
Mm.
This is the Cosmic Answer. I'm Gigi.
And I'm Judge.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, did y'all get the commercial we sent out? That's right. Knowing your superpower, part two. Just in case you weren't with us this past Tuesday, we were talking about what what is your superpower?
Mm-hmm.
It's something that makes you stand out. When if we were all children, they would call you a weirdo. Yeah, you're weird. Go away and yada yada. But as adults, our superpower is what makes us money. It makes us interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and it will get you in a lot of trouble too. Yeah, superheroes are always getting into some drama because you're exciting. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I point out this past Tuesday, what was your superpower just based on your natal chart? It's when you have a lot of planets together. Some do, some don't. I mean, if you do, there's a lot of energy focus on that area in your life. So, what is it? As I have aforementioned, three planets or more in the same sign or the same house. So, take that for example. If you know you got a lot of problems going on, I guarantee you it's an area that's heavily impacted in your life. And you wonder, I didn't do anything wrong. Why is all this happening to me? Why do I feel this sickness? Why am I always in the hospital? All these whys and whys. Because that's where you're special. You just don't know what to do. You don't have those tools yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, everyone, if you don't know something, that's okay. I would go insane if I knew everything. That's our creator's job. I'm glad they handle that and not me. I'm here to learn
Mm-hmm.
because being in these avatars, because that's what they are, these are avatars incarnate, we're students. And this world is a university. And every day we live, every breath we breathe, those are college credits. So yeah, you're in a class that is challenging for you, but superheroes are supposed to have challenges. Because babe, how would you feel if you got, let's say, Wonder Woman's powers
Mm-hmm.
with Batman's villains?
Mm.
Is that a challenge?
Yes. Is it a challenge? What
No,
Batman feels? Oh no, they're regular. No, because
they're
she's so
regular.
they make her OP. My bad. La La Land. They made
Yeah.
her OP, so it's like,
So that's how it would be if there was no issues or challenges in your
excuse
life.
me, Judge. I was
Go
thinking
ahead.
of house party when you asked me that question.
Wonder Woman?
When you said, "Is that a challenge?" Is that a challenge?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
bust it.
Yep. My bad, y'all. So no, it wouldn't be a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we wait for everyone to come in, again, my name is Judge. This is Gigi with the Cosmic Answer.
Mm-hmm.
And we're here to find out what is your superpower based on your Vedic natal chart. Hey, Shauna, how you
Hi,
doing?
Shauna.
Yeah, she wants to know her superpower. But anyway, yeah, if you've got a lot of planets situated in a sign or a house, that's when you're going to have a lot of issues.
Oh,
Wi-Fi issues.
it's okay.
And then that's all it means. Don't take life personally. Superheroes go through the most grief.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to know what it is and how to control it. All right? So just know this, you have to understand why it's there. There's nine planets that you must understand and the nature of each one that gives you that power. You have Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, also including Rahu and K2. So let me tell you what each of those nine grahas are. Sun,
Mm-hmm.
wherever Sun is, that's how you are as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about you. The sun, wherever it is, that's you as a leader. The moon, that's you as a comforter. That's you as a helper. All right? Mercury, that's you as a youth, as a student. Gigi taught me this. She's into tarot. She taught me about what the Fool card means. And it's not a bad thing. A fool is what we almost partake in when we're young. There's a song I like. It's an old school song. It's called Everybody Plays the Fool. There's no exception to the rule. That song. We're all going to be fools at some point in our life. You're not expected to be a fool when you're mature.
It's like a beginner.
Yes,
Course.
that's all it is. So that's the Mercury in your chart. This is where you will be a fool, but you learn. All right. Venus. Venus is where you're beautiful, handsome, glorious, and where you like to indulge. Mars, a youthful leader.
A youthful leader.
Yes, Mars is where you are a fighter, where you are courageous. Jupiter is where you're happy. That's it. It's where you're happy. And Saturn is where you are sad or serious. Okay, and you also have Rahu and K2. Rahu is where you're obsessed. K2 is where you are withdrawn. So imagine putting all those temperaments into one sign or one house. You're going to have to figure that out. And that is your superpower. So as we wait, we're going to give time for some more people to come in. Typically, when we started around this time, everybody gets in around like 15 to 20 minutes later. Get them time to go home, talk to their children, their loved ones, or whatnot. But we're still here for you. So as you can see on the screen, please provide your birth details, date of birth, exact time, and location. That's all you need is those three things.
And then also, this is not Western astrology. Whoever, if this is your first time coming in, this is Vedic astrology. And babe, would you like to explain that again?
Yes, Vedic is Sanskrit for knowledge. The Vedas is an ancient group of people, primarily from the Middle East, but it originated in the African region. They went to the Middle Eastern, then eventually migrated to what is known as modern India, mainly South India. And the Vedas settled there and took that ancient knowledge of the stars, which is known as Jyotish, the art and science of light. So that's why Gigi and I here at the Cosmic Answer practice Vedic astrology, not Western, because over time, the progressions of the equinoxes have changed to now they're 23 degrees apart, i.e., Gigi and our birthdays are in April, early April. So by Western, they consider us Aries. And we tell them all the time, we're not. Now, if you're referring to our sun sign, because Western astrology is highly solar based, whereas Vedic is lunar. Based on the sidereal Vedic chart, you would then call us Pisces. Because the sidereal placement of Pisces is March 15th through April 14th. All right? It's always mid-month, and it's easier that way. I don't like the way Western astrology has it constructed to where it's always in the 20s of each month. It's kind of offsetting, you know? But it's mid-month for a reason, because it follows the lunar-based calendar, the phases of the moon, because it's the closest entity to us that's always changing. You ever wonder why we always change, why women go through their cycles and why men have attitudes and things happen? It's because of the moon. The moon rules the mind. It rules our feelings and our sensitivities. So Vedic astrology is highly lunar based. Solar is more fixed, has a lot to do with your pride, ego, and self-esteem. Moon has more to do with your intuition, your ethos, your emotions.
Shona has a good question here.
Yes, Shauna, what's your question?
She says, why is Vedic so largely taught in India than Africa?
Mainly it's because the Vedas took that knowledge with them. And believe it or not, Shauna, it is still heavily practiced in Africa. It just goes under another name. They call it African astrology. However, Shauna, Africa has been bombarded with monotheistic religion.
Mm.
Christianity denounces it, Islam denounces it. And in the Kemet community, it's still practiced. However, they do not acknowledge that it's Jyotish. It goes under different derivatives. So astrology is universal, it's worldwide. However, it goes under another name. And also because Vedic astrology has a lot of Hindu roots attached to it.
Mhm.
That's why.
That was a great question.
Thank you, Sean.
Mhm. Thank you. That was a good question.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I always like to provide a good answer.
He's so funny. Okay, Professor Judge. So you was going more about Mars, right? So we
Right.
talked about Mars. He's like a youthful leader.
Mhm.
Okay. You talked about first. You said Sun, then you said Venus.
Oh, I went through all nine
Oh, you
already.
did. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes, so as I mentioned on Tuesday, I went more into detail about if you have three or more planets in each house, what does it mean?
Hmm.
So now I'm going to tell you what does it mean when you have so many planets in different signs.
Hmm.
And we're going to start with Aries and end with Pisces if you have three planets or more.
Okay.
So if you have three or more planets in Aries, Aries is the first sign. It's a fire sign, and it's also a movable sign, which means leading or commanding or initiating. You will find yourself always caught up in the act of speaking up,
Hmm.
starting something that you can't finish. Pardon my French, but you know the term, they call them ish starters.
Hmm.
Somebody with a lot of planets in Aries are ish starters.
Okay. Or I was thinking, correct me if I'm wrong, they could be the hype man. Could they be the
That
hype
too.
man in a positive way? Yeah.
Yeah.
They could be the hype man like Kendrick Lamar, how he was with
Mhm.
J Rock and
That's
his
right.
music. Hmm.
So yeah, if you got three or more planets in the fire sign, you will get something started. However, they're not looking to you to put the work in, but they're going to praise you for just being there, making that. So I said, that's her, all right.
Hmm.
So just to break, I'm going to make it more simpler. I'm going to say if you have three or more planets in the fire signs,
Okay.
instead of going through all 12,
All right.
that reduces it to four categories. All right, four
Okay.
categories.
This is going to be interesting.
So if you have three more planets in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Hi,
Hi,
Taniqua.
Taniqua.
How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us.
Hmm.
You got three or more planets in fire signs, a lot of creativity, a lot of self expression, lots of passion. I wouldn't say much determination. That's a different category.
Hmm.
You're going to be in the limelight. Yes, you are. You're going to fight. You're the one waving the flag to say charge. Go out in the boardroom or in a think tank. Anybody with that many planets in the fire signs are there in that think tank. Anybody that don't know what a think tank is, that's where all of our intelligent leaders go at the Capitol or any state or province where they come together and think of ideas for the government or better the country. Or anyone in the family. They look to you as the leader. Leaders aren't expected to do everything, but they're expected to know everything. So if you got three planets or more in fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that's your superpower in itself. And also, if you have three or more planets in earth signs, this is going to help you with your superpower. The three earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Taurus is about safety, Virgo is about preparation, and Capricorn is about accomplishments. So if you got 3 or more planets in any earth sign, you're very reserved, you're cautious, you're responsive. You're more of a defensive thinker. You're not going to war unless you know you have all of the equipment in inventory. You're stalwart, you're unyielding, and you're strong, and you're courageous. You can take punches. You can deal with pressure. You never panic. That's your superpower in the earth sign. Yes. Yeah, that's your superpower in the earth sign. So one thing I can address to you, you may be a bit of a larger size or a bit of a smaller size, but you're never in the middle. So people will look to you as being either swift or tough. If you have a lot of planets in the Taurus sign, you may have issues with money and food. You get hesitant and nervous. But that's why that power is there to help you. Anytime there's a planet and some signs, it's just churning you. If you got a lot of planets in Virgo, don't be surprised if people go to you to handle their accounting, their money, or a certain task when it comes to housekeeping, veterinarian, watching pets, doctors, taxes, anything. That's your superpower. You may be stressed. You may be in a tax business, but that's why you're there. It's a challenge. Come great power, come great responsibility. If you got 3 or more planets in Capricorn, you best believe you're in a high governmental position. They'll say you have a boring job, but hey, that boring job is getting this country in check. Yes, earth signs are boring. Yes, earth signs are slow. Yes, earth signs aren't the brightest bulb in the lamp. But I guarantee you, let there be an earthquake, your house won't move. Anything you want to add to that? All right, so we're going on. We're about to get into some air. What are the 3 air signs? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Your superpower, if you have 3 or more planets in any of those air signs, you're the reason why this world has comedy, entertainment, fashion, beauty, joy, drama. It's all because of air signs. You're the reason why we have amusement parks. You're the reason why we have stadiums, coliseums, concerts, parks, radio, social media, gatherings, parties. You gotta see more. You're the lovable fun ones of this world. You are put here to put a smile on everyone's face and have light bulbs up there. You're the most intelligent of all of the natural signs. Just know that. If you got 3 or more planets in Gemini, I'm sorry, but you're going to be in jail a lot because you talk too much. Yes, you are.
Sorry.
You can't stay out of jail because Geminis love getting into the local community, getting in trouble. They can't stay home. They're highly extroverted, highly flippant, highly involved, very flirtatious. It's crazy if you got that many planets in Gemini. You want me to give you a perfect example, everyone? Derek Jackson. He has 4 or 5 planets in Gemini.
Yes, a lot.
Now, granted, he got himself caught. He caught him riding dirty, but he's still successful. He's still got over 700,000 subscribers. That's his superpower, but it's a challenge. That's what he's doing. That's his super ability. He's able to speak and charm the masses.
And he's young right now. That's the thing.
Yeah, he just turned 30.
So he's going through that Saturn return. But as he matures, it really is going to become a superpower. He's just in the midst of it. It's like in the movie, you know how you get beat down?
That's right.
And now the next phase is about him learning and growing and becoming better with that power.
Yeah, it's during the second act of the movie.
Yeah,
It's where the villains are always winning.
Yeah.
So just know if you have that in Gemini, Derek Jackson is an example.
Mhm.
Now, if you have 3 or more planets in Libra, men or ladies, if you're listening, I'm sorry you've had multiple relationships and failed marriages. That's your superpower. Because Libra is about finding balance, justice, and relationships.
Mhm.
If you got a lot of planets there, you had a divorce, you've been cheated on, had many breakups, and you've been fired. The reason why, because you put others before you. You're trying to find some fair ground. If people cheat on you, you will say, it must have been me. If somebody fire you, I probably didn't speak up.
Mhm.
Oh, you Librans, we love you, but be yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself. That's your superpower. You have to learn to be you.
Mhm.
Opposite from Libra is Aries. Aries have no issue being themselves. They don't want to be anybody else. They know who they are.
It's true.
So Libras, I'm not saying you have to do that. We need that balance. We love you, Libras, so much. But find that balance. And don't allow anybody to tell you what you're not. Now, if you got 3 or more planets in the idealistic humanitarian Aquarius, your superpower is sit down somewhere. You've done it already, but you look at people thinking they should be where you are. You mean well, but what if they just can't do what you do? Aquarians' problem is if they don't see things going their way, they're going to get in everybody's face and curse them out. Even when it comes to a career, an Aquarius would say, I will burn this thing down if y'all don't do things the right way. What an Aquarius saying is, no, my way is how it should be because I know what it takes to get there. They mean well, but they are subliminal to other people's feelings because Aquarius knows it's the 11th sign. They don't have much time. I just want everybody to be at the top.
Mhm.
So I want you to look at your charts and see where all your planets are because those 3 air signs are very entertaining. They keep the world going. So,
Talk about the water signs.
I'm going to talk about the water signs. What's happening, Dalton? Good to see you too, my brother. Now, before I get into everyone that's joining, the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I have Dalton's information.
Okay.
Thank you. Water signs. Let me tell you why you're so important. You're here to heal. You're our therapist. Ooh, you are our coping mechanisms. If I'm having a bad day, they said, come here, baby. Come here. That's how water signs are. Good customer service. Breathing that good ass prana, baby.
What's his name? Who says that?
Ralph Smart.
Ralph Smart. He said, breathing that good ass. Yeah, we love him.
Can I get a hello?
Hello there. Perfect example.
These are water signs. Liberation, spirituality, moksha. Not religion. That's fire. But intuition.
Stop making fun of us.
Water. Let it
Oh,
flow.
goodness.
Let it flow. So, that is your superpower. Now, if you got a lot of planets in Cancer, don't be surprised if the well is run dry. Your superpower is that everybody's going to come to you. They need you. You're the mommies of the world. Even if you're a man, you are a mommy. You're Mr. Mom. Okay?
It's okay.
They just see it.
The nurture.
People are going to call you asking for help. They're going to expect you to know all of the answers. They're going to want you to cry with them. But you're going to say, I can't do it all. You see all these other folks? And you got to run away somewhere alone and cry, because that's what you do. You're a bunch of crybabies. But cancers come off as if they're hard. You're not.
They will fight you though.
Yes,
they are the ones that'll beat you up though.
Yeah. Don't let that maternal instinct.
Right? They're the one who will kick ass. Oh, excuse me, but yeah.
Well, you can't curse in water signs.
Oh, sorry. No, can't do that.
No, that's air.
That's air.
But Scorpio. See, if you got a lot of planets in Scorpio, you may be bombarded with horror, chaos, and scandal. That's what your life is full of. So you got to handle the horrors of this world. Scarcity exists for a reason, and that's why we need Scorpios to clean that up. Your life is designed to deal with chaos and drama. My adult daughter has a couple of Scorpio friends, and they love talking about effed up S because it's fun to them. That's all they know. And one thing about Scorpios is somebody frights and scares. That's the friend you need to go to a horror movie with, because they're going to make it feel as if it's okay, it's normal. There's no conspiracy here. When it comes to things that are daunting, scary, and you got a lot of planets in Scorpio, you can handle it because it's the deep trenches. So deal with that. Even if you have Scorpio anywhere in your chart with all those planets in it, everybody's going to rely on you not to be afraid because you're the sniper of the group. And the final water sign, which is Pisces. Ooh, if you got a lot of planets in that, you can talk to the other world, ability to astral project. You're very intuitive. You hear voices. You have your perception, your insight is amplified. So consider, and that's a lot of water, a lot of emotions. People need you at funerals. People need you as a medium to understand it's okay to let go and let God. So with all of that being said, what is your superpower based on the sign it's in? Last couple of days ago, we went over the house it was in, but now we're talking about the signs. So, babe, I understand we had a few people.
Yeah, I want to say hi to Maura, our friend in Australia. Today is her daughter's birthday. She's 19. And
happy birthday to her.
She, after Dalton, she has sent us her birth details. So I'm gonna write it here for you.
All right.
Okay. Oh yeah, isn't it sweet? Well, it's September 3rd for them today. It's September 2nd for us, but in Australia right now it's September 3rd. Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
Okay. But I hope you all enjoy Judge Illustration. It is so fun. I listen to him all the time. It's like wonderful storytelling.
So, and Dalton, I'm glad you called in, and since we're on the topic of what is your superpower based on the sign, Dalton's superpower is in Virgo. He has 3 planets in Virgo.
Wow.
He has Sun, Moon, and Mercury. So Dalton, I could tell you this right now. And based on the sign, it is. It's also in your 12th house. So Virgo is your 12th sign. That means in foreign lands, people expect you to solve problems. But in your personal private life, your life is full of them. When you get home, you're processing, you're thinking, how can I fix this? How can I resolve that? Your superpower is like a scientist. It's in the bedroom, it's behind the scenes, it's in a place of solitude and isolation. When you're locked away, you're thinking about, man, I got this project tomorrow. Deadlines, deadlines, deadlines.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your superpower? If you were one of the four Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you would be Donatello.
Mm.
Donatello does machines. Yeah, you got to get in a think tank behind the scenes, people emailing you, wondering, Dalton, can you do this? Can you do that? Because you got, for one, you have an exalted Mercury, Dalton. Mercury in the sign of Virgo is the most amplified position Mercury can have. And you're also experiencing a Mercury return. Again, Mercury comes around every 88 days. So you're going to have 3 Mercury returns. And Dalton, you haven't one again. Something going on in your life to where Mercury is amplifying your intellectual prowess, your mathematical skills, and your thinking process. And you're born with a retrograde Mercury. So every time you experience this, your past life is coming back to teach you and help you, especially on Wednesdays, to deal with this. Now, Mercury does not like the moon because Mercury is emotional, whereas Mercury is logical. He's friends with the sun, but there's a combustion. So you may tend to catch an attitude here and there because your ego is overriding your logic. And Dalton, it's okay to make mistakes because Mercury, again, represents the fool in the chart. You're supposed to make a lot of mistakes. So that is your superpower. Your ego is there, your feelings are there, and your intellect is also there, all in Virgo.
Wow.
You're a genius,
Oh.
brilliant, and especially in foreign lands. People back at home may not see that, but here in the West, in America, they embrace you. They are counting on you. That is Dalton's superpower, everyone. Thank you.
Wow, that's awesome. And Dalton even said that's the story of his life. That's validation right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Judges be on point. You know, I just don't say that because he's my husband, but he is on point. And Dalton, I'm just so happy for you that you're able to come here in the West and you're able to be appreciated. Now,
We
before we
definitely
keep on
appreciate you.
going, the next person is more baby Brody Lee. That's her name.
Oh,
Brody Lee. She's 19 now.
yeah, Brody.
Yeah, so we're gonna look at her and see what's
Yeah.
her superpower, and then Shauna, she wants to know her superpower next. Now, no problem, Dalton. It's our pleasure, okay? It's our pleasure, our pleasure. We love what we do. I love seeing Judge, show his gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just would like to say we do accept donations.
Roll my donation.
Big Papa in the house. Let me stop, okay? But as you can see, we watch Kevin Samuels and all that. But anyway, we do accept donations. You know, we have family of 5. We made some sacrifices so we can live out our life purpose. So if you feel upon your heart to donate, then hey, it's greatly appreciated. If you can't, but you have a heart to donate, we will appreciate that as well. Send love and energy to us. You know, that's
what is that?
I know my handwriting. Benowa.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Giovanna says that you are very accurate. Thank you, Giovanna. Thank you for these validations here. Yeah. So, Judge right now, he is looking up Moore's baby girl, Broly Lee. She called her Mom Star. And More, if you're here, please let me know so we could go ahead and you could probably stamp it too. Okay. So you'll know. So we'll be able to tell you about your baby girl. Okay. I can't help it. That's why I call my daughters baby girls. But More calls her daughter.
Dalton, thank you so much.
Yes, Dalton, thank you for the donation. Yeah, More call her baby girl Monster. I think that is so cute too. So Judge, he's still looking it up. Is it?
Yeah, this app it doesn't recognize Benowa. So
what about Queensland? Queensland. So he's looking it up because it is in Australia. So is it? Did I say it correct? Her name is Brody. Brody Lee.
Brody. Yeah.
Yeah, she put Broly Lee. Okay, I'm sorry. If I chop up your name and everything, my apologies. Okay, Joanna says she would love to know hers as well. So Joanna, after Broly Lee, after Shauna Allen, will be able to tell you. Okay.
All right. Let's see
And I'm sure
here.
Judge has your information already. So
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Okay, Mora.
more.
I'm not sure if your daughter's with you. Now, she does not have three planets in a single sign or house. However, what I can tell you, whenever someone has a pair of planets in a sign or house, that's more of a balanced power.
Mm.
However, it depends on if those planets have friendship. Oh, Giovanna, thank you so much.
Thank you, Joanna, for the donation. It's
Thank
greatly
you.
appreciated. Thank you.
So, Mora, Brody's powers. I see it in Leo. I see it in Gemini. Yes, I see it in Leo and Gemini. As I've mentioned in his live bait, air signs and fire signs are about initiative and excitement.
Mhm.
She has Sun and Mars.
Wow. Like fire.
Mhm. She has Sun and Mars in Leo,
Ooh.
and she has, oh my gosh, Saturn and Moon in Gemini.
Ooh, is that why you call your baby Mom Star? She's
Whew.
a feisty thing, isn't she? Very powerful.
Let me explain to you this more. She's born with what is called Vish Yoga. Vish Yoga is when Saturn conjuncts the moon or at birth. That means she was born in Daya, or that also means the heart and the peak of Saraswati.
Okay.
That means Brody came into this world a bit despondent, very melancholic, but it's in Gemini. You know what that means? People look to her to be all exciting, but she's gonna say, she would say something so hilarious, she would ask, why is that funny? Because you are funny. You put an emotional and a serious planet in the most hyperactive sign. How can I explain that? You know that character Sonic the Hedgehog, the famous Sega icon, this blue, fast running hedgehog. That's Brody Lee. Because Sonic, he's a Gemini, but he's blue and he's always got an attitude. He's emotional.
Mm-hmm.
He easily gets ticked off.
Mm-hmm. That's so cute.
But he always has a wise cracking joke. And you know how when Sonic is patient, like if you don't move, he's
yeah, he's looking now, tapping his foot.
just cocky, arrogant, but he's a lovable, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Lovable person.
And not to mention that other power, she got Sun and Mars. She's no coward. She can fight. She'll speak up and stand up. Maura, that's who your daughter is. She's Sonic the Hedgehog. That's her superpower.
That's
she's
adorable.
fast, she's witty, she catch an attitude, she can get moody at times, but she still make people laugh.
And she's adorable. She's a lovable person.
And I never met her. So yes, Maura, Google Sonic the Hedgehog. She would know who it is. Hedgehog. Thank you for giving us her chart. So anyone else, babe?
Yes. Next is Shauna. Shauna wants to know her
Superpower.
We have her information.
We
You have
do.
Giovanna's too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Giovanna, she's next. She would like hers, and then we have somebody here named Ava. Have you ever spoke to Ava before? Ava Devereaux Watson.
Ooh, I don't know.
If we're not, then hello, Ava. How are you? We have two people in front of you.
Shauna?
And
Do you have Shauna's?
I thought you had Shauna's, but she has her information if you wanna.
Shauna. No, that's not that Shauna.
Okay, just be patient with us.
I'm gonna have
please.
to input it again.
Okay, we'll have to input it again. Here it is, right there, babe.
All right.
If you see right here. So for anybody else, right here.
Thank you.
Anyone else? I could write it down. You want me to write it down?
Yeah.
She has a cool. She was born 555. Isn't that cool? Here you go, babe. Instead of going.
Now, is Shauna November, October? High. No,
I
it's on
think
November.
November.
Oh,
That's November.
November.
Shauna, it's November, right? Judge is very used to how India does their date of birth, so that's why. Hi, Brian. How are you? We're doing well. Oh, we got somebody from New Zealand. That's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that's 5:55 a.m.
She said correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Morris, she said yes about her baby girl. She said that's her Miss Attitude. She says she's here to make a statement. Spot on.
Yep.
I love your daughter already, and I haven't even met her, but I love her spirit. Beautiful spirit. She said that's a lovely birthday present for her. Oh, that's our pleasure.
All right.
Okay, now.
Here.
Now come on, Shauna. We done. How many times have we told you that we are Vedic astrology? You say you Scorpio in the West. No, ma'am. We're not talking about Western astrology. We are talking about Vedic astrology. Okay.
She's a Libra.
Because you're a Libra.
You're fair and balanced. That's why she said Scorpio in the West.
No, Libra. That's what it is. But what is her superpower, though?
All right. Shauna is another case to where she don't have 3 planets or more. However,
okay,
she got Mars and Venus in Scorpio.
Ooh, no wonder she said Scorpio. She feels that Scorpio energy. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
And she also has Sun and Mercury in Libra.
Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting one right here.
So Shauna, here we go. You are a Libra ascendant. So you're very fair-minded, balanced, relationships-based, selfless.
Mm-hmm.
It's very selfless. You always put others first. That's your karma. You got Sun and Mercury there. That lets me know you're very interdependent. There's difference from being codependent, dependent, and independent. She's interdependent.
Okay.
Shauna, you have the ability to gain energy when people need your help. That could become a weakness too, because people would know she love it when we ask her for help. Because she would feel her life has no purpose if nobody needs me. Nobody wants my help. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Look, let me call some people up. There has to be somebody that needs some offering. That's one of your power, Shauna. I say one of them because you got 2 other planets in Scorpio, Mars and Venus. Mars and Venus are the quintessential male-female signs. Now, between these 2, they're neutral. They don't get along. It's like twin flame energy. They can't stand one another, but they can't help but be drawn to one another. But the dominant planet in this case is Mars. Ladies, I know you hate the sound of that. Mars wins this battle with Venus. The reason why? Because they're in Mars' introverted sign of Scorpio. So Venus would have to listen to Mars in this case. And in Shauna's chart, Scorpio is the 2nd house of family. So in her family, there's a lot of males that are emotional and likes to take control by yelling and screaming and dominating. And Shauna thinking, I gotta find balance. That is my job. And I'm going to ascertain that everybody gets along. But Shauna, I just want to let you know, you can't stop it. Remember, your responsibility is to find balance within, not with others. Because Scorpio is a chaotic sign. It's power. You can't find balance there. So it's best you leave that alone and focus on that Sun and that Mercury in your 1st house of Libra. Your ego's there.
So I have a question. So her superpower is taking her power back?
taking it back.
Taking her power back. That is your superpower. Taking the
Because
power back.
you're so charitable with it.
Mhm.
No. Stop that. You stop this. Now!
Mhm.
And she's saying to my, that hurts my feelings. But they can't see me sweat. I have to be the one. No. You take your power back, Shauna.
Mhm.
Then you would see that sun and that Mercury magnify.
Mhm.
Thank you for your question.
That was a good one.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, more for the compliments. Thank you so much. Let me see here. I thought that was so interesting. I like Shauna's story. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giovanna's next,
Giovanna's
right?
next. Yes.
Giovanna, you ready to know your superpower? You still with us?
You guys, ladies, are so interesting. I just have to tell you that. You are so unique. You're very, very welcome, Shauna. You're very, very welcome.
That's right. All right, so it's Giovanna's turn. You ready?
Yeah, Giovanna, are you ready? If you're ready, please let us know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the meantime, I just want to say, wow, you see why we love Vedic astrology? Because every person is unique.
Mm-hmm.
Every person is unique. That's one of our mottos. The most interesting person is you. Okay. So it's good to know yourself. It's good to know everything about you because knowledge is power, right?
Right.
And knowledge of self, that's how you have your superpowers because you know what your superpowers are and you be able to work on it through this lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So Giovanna is here. She says she's here. So let's see what her superpower is.
Giovanna, you have not one, not two, not three, but four planets in Sagittarius. Oh, my Lord. Oh, she is a debater.
Ooh.
Her superpower is flight, travel, confrontation.
Hold on. Okay, we're back.
Giovanna, you don't like to lose a fight. If I were to compare you to a fictional character, it is, I say, a cross reference of Doctor Strange and Wonder Woman. Here's why. Wonder Woman has a power which is called unlimited adrenaline, but that's also a weakness. If she comes across an opponent that she can't defeat, she won't stop fighting. Her adrenaline will keep going until one of them dies. I also mentioned Doctor Strange because she's always trying to figure out different spells, different abilities for her next challenge. So, Giovanna, with that many planets in Sagittarius,
I have to point out something. She put, "No, I don't." But just by this comment lets us know that you do. Like, she's trying to win an argument now. I'm sorry. I thought it was funny, but I'm sorry.
you got Sun, Mercury, Venus, and K2 all in Sagittarius. And I'm going to tell you what that means. This is so interesting. For the Sun, that means your ego is there. You're not afraid to talk up. You're going to want to win a debate. You can't back off. You have Mercury there. Mercury don't like being in Sagittarius because Sagittarius is very religious, spiritual, philosophical. It's not logical and analytical.
Like Mercury is.
Right. It's more spiritual, philosophical, metaphysical.
Okay.
All right. Venus is there. That means every time you win a debate, you go out and get your hair done, you flex. It feels good. Yeah, I won that. And K2's there. That means you got many past lives debating. There's nothing you can do in this world that's going to stop you from being in a position to speak up and learn something that no one else has heard. You got a philosophical bend to you. Highly spiritual because Sun and K2 are there. She knows a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when people don't believe her, she gets pissed off,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to say, well, it exists,
Mm-hmm.
whether you believe it or not. And that Mercury is going to war with them. And she's going to say, it makes sense. And that's what she's going to do. Because Sagittarians never back down
Mm-hmm.
from a debate. Because anybody with higher knowledge, they know people with lower knowledge can't defeat them.
Mm-hmm.
So she's around a lot of people. They don't believe what she believes, but because she's so relatable, she's going to challenge them.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll go the distance. That's why she has that Wonder Woman ability and that Doctor Strange ability all in one package. Because that's a lot of planets.
Wow.
And majority of her life is going to be dealing with that because that's her seventh sign.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people she's involved with, they're going to say, she's too much for me. I can't talk to her.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
That's her power.
That's her superpower.
So superpower. They both find theirs.
Yeah. So thank you, Giovanna. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. So, hi, Sandra. How are you? So the next person is Ava Devereaux
That's right.
Watson. If you're still here, please let us know. Okay. Please let us know. It's kind of hard to keep up to know if everybody's here.
Yeah, I don't have everyone's chart in my database, so I'm just going along.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see this.
You're very welcome, Giovanna. Thank you for letting us read your chart. Okay, Ava, she says she is here. Okay, Ava, so Judge is looking up your birth chart right now as we speak. So I'm going to try to entertain you guys while he pulls it up, okay? I don't know what to talk about right now. What can I talk about? Just, are you enjoying the show right now?
Oh,
I
yeah.
know I am. I'm feeling great
Ask
energy
Ava,
right now.
is that PM or AM?
Oh, okay. Is it Ava, were you born 10:02 p.m. or a.m.? Did I write it down?
Nope, it's not right there.
Let me see. Hold up. Ava, could you let me know? Was it p.m. or a.m.?
Because that could be 10 hours
a.m.
or 22 hours.
I see it right here. It's a.m.
Dang.
a.m. I got it, Ava. It's a.m. Okay, Sandra said, I share you guys out to my page. I had a reading on my superpower and loved it. Anything new you could tell me and do so, need my birth info again. Okay, Sandra, we would love to, but I think we have like 7 minutes left. So if you would like a personal birth chart reading, you're more than welcome to message us through Facebook Messenger. You could do it through the Cosmic Answer Messenger or Judge and Gigi Messenger.
Mhm.
We are on live on 2 days of the week, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, same time at 6 p.m. Central.
That's right.
So you can always come back next Tuesday and let us know, okay? All right, and Ruth, hi Ruth, how are you? And then she had her birth information too. I don't know if we could get back to it, but if you would need to know more of the details, please message us. We have a list of services, all different types of services. So if you just message us, we'll be welcome. Be happy to send you the list, okay? The list of services.
All right,
so Ava is here.
Okay, Ava, I'm looking at your chart. And again, you have a situation to where you have triple dual planets in 3 signs.
Mm-hmm.
That would be in your first house, your 11th house, and your 12th house. Your Leo ascendant, by the way.
Wow.
You have Mars and Venus in Leo. You also have Sun and K2 in Gemini. And you have Mercury and Jupiter in Cancer. Here are your superpowers. One, as I mentioned with Shauna's chart, where she had Mars and Venus together in Scorpio, you have Mars and Venus together in Leo.
Mm.
Now, again, Leo is very prideful, a lot of self-esteem. You impress the world, and you expect everyone to be as you. However, when Mars and Venus are together, they're neutral in nature, and one will try to dominate the other. So based on this placement, who's more dominant in the sign of Leo? Is it Venus or Mars? In this case, again, Mars wins because Mars is friends with the Lord of the Leo sun, whereas Venus detests the sun.
Mm.
So when it comes to your personality, your power is, yes, you're sweet, lovable, and outgoing, but let somebody rub you the wrong way.
Mm.
They would find you very dangerous, intimidating, almost as if you are a mean girl because Venus is there. So you have some alpha tendencies to you. That's your superpower. You like a pretty bad chick, and that's something that you just have to take into consideration. You may have grown up with a lot of girls that were your friends, but deep down inside they envy you because you overlook them because of how you look.
Mm.
So that's one thing with the Mars and Venus in Leo. I'm looking at your 11th house where you have Sun and K2 in Gemini. You have a lot of friends that are somewhat spiritual but very confident. You may also have a big brother based on the planets. However, your network circles, you may there's probably some detachment there. You may have some friends that you're friends with because you're comfortable with, but really it's going to dissolve. Because whenever I see Sun and K2 together, that's a spiritual placement. Again, it's in Gemini, the playful, funny sign. And thank you for affirming that, Ava.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and within your network, you deal with some spiritual people. However, there's a lot of past life connections. Don't be amazed if that's all you are about. What I also notice, anytime there's a sun in the 11th house, you may be the elder sibling, or your siblings can find you a bit detached from them. You may hurt their feelings if you don't show them a lot of attention. Anyone that's born as a Leo ascendant, babe, they have to partake some position of leadership. They have to.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the Lord of her chart being in the 11th house. I mean, she's all about being the eldest one.
Mm-hmm.
They look upon you as a second parent.
Mm-hmm.
And with K2 there, you've been the eldest sibling in many past lives.
Wow.
So when you get around friends, it's best if you hang around other firstborns or other big brothers and sisters, because middle children, only children, or orphans will not comprehend you. All right? And when I see Mercury and Jupiter in your 12th house, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And she confirmed that.
Yeah.
With Mercury and Jupiter together, they don't like each other. I'm going to tell you why. Mercury is logic, Jupiter is philosophy.
Yeah.
Imagine putting an atheist with an archbishop in the same room.
That's tough. Yeah.
Ava, you probably have a lot of issues with spirituality and beliefs, and you try to make sense of it. It's in your 12th house. Nobody sees that part about you because that's your shadow. You don't see it. But people might think, Ava is really straddling the fence. I don't know. But the lady knows her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Highly brilliant, but she has conflicting ideologies about what is fact or fiction.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
just confirmed it.
So and who would win in that fight between Mercury and Jupiter?
Ooh, that's tough.
Again, who
Whoever.
rules Cancer? The moon.
The moon. So who is friends with the moon?
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Because Mercury he hates the moon. Mercury says, shut up.
Yeah.
Laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Jupiter and moon are friends because he's spiritual. He understands.
Mm-hmm.
And he's exalted in Cancer. And he gains strength in the 12th house.
Mm-hmm.
So you're more spiritual than you are logical, but you're not going to dismiss that either. Mm-hmm. If you're in a room full of spiritual people, you're going to be the oddball of the bunch.
Mm-hmm.
As if, Ava, you have a problem with that? I mean, I get what you're saying, but can you make it make sense so I can tell others?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to make sense. Oh, yes, it does. If you want my services.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ava, in summary, you were meant to be a leader. You have many past lives of being the eldest. And when it comes to your belief system and your philosophies, it's okay to dismiss one or the other. They're going to interchange, but Jupiter will win that fight over Mercury because of the dignity.
So is that her superpower?
That's her superpower.
She can switch.
Yes.
She can switch from belief.
You are a sage
Mm-hmm.
who wants to make sense.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you, Ava.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Ava. Okay, so we have
Okay.
one more because it's well, it is 7 o'clock.
Bronwyn Lister. Okay.
Brian, are you still here, Brian? Because I know you've been patient and waiting.
And I have her chart.
Okay, and before we have chart, I did want to continue to say, Judge does have a YouTube channel. It's called Judge Vedic Perspective.
Mhm.
I see here Ava says I never felt like a leader because I'm so timid. But hey, that's your superpower. You're young right now.
That's your superpower.
That's your superpower. Remember, your superpower.
Thank you, Bronwyn.
Your superpower, you're learning. Remember when we said everybody is a fool in the beginning in this life. That's what it is in tarot. And when you have the full card, it's right when you're beginning this life and you're going to and you're learning. You're learning throughout this life. Okay. So that being said, that's good that you're timid because being timid, that means this is going to be a struggle. The superpowers are never going to be easy in the beginning. It's always going to be a challenge. So since you're still in your summer years of life, you're very young, it's going to take you some time to learn again about leadership. Okay.
That's right.
She asked if we are psychic.
I consider myself more of a shaman of sorts. Psychic.
Yeah, I'm just still practicing. I do have psychic abilities. That's why I have to just own it with confidence. Yes, I am. It's
Good
just
morning,
that,
Sil.
It's just that I have other duties here as a mother, a wife, and housewife, homeschool mom. I'm still studying and practicing my gifts. So if that answers your question, yes, I am psychic. But Brian, she's the last one for right now. And is it Sil?
Yes.
Still, would just like to say thank you from Sydney, Australia. We thank you for stopping by and watching us. Please note that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, every Tuesday, every Thursday in America, Houston, Texas, at 6 p.m. Central, this is where we'll be live. Okay?
And that's your Wednesday, your Friday mornings.
Okay.
Your Wednesday morning, your Friday mornings.
Okay. So, so to Bronin, okay, what is Bronin's superpowers?
Well, she don't have 3 planets or more. However, she has a special combination of Sun and Venus in Virgo.
Oh, okay.
Bronwyn, your Venus don't like your Sun, and your Sun don't like your Venus. What I can tell you is your Venus is combust and angry. And your Venus is also debilitated and asleep. What I can tell you here and now, your self-esteem, your ego, your attitude, and your dominance completely eliminates all that you deem as creative and beautiful. Because Venus is asleep in Virgo and the Sun is cool with Mercury. Mercury rules that sign.
Okay.
People would tend to value your self-esteem over your looks. And that means your superpower has to understand that I am feminine because they think you're very tomboyish because of that Sun, especially in a young neutered sign of Virgo in your 7th house. You definitely look younger than you appear. Now, one thing I want to emphasize, you are a Pisces ascendant with a retrograde Jupiter. That is deep down, powerful metaphysical abilities.
Wow.
You are the Pisces of Pisces.
Yeah.
You're like the school of fish.
Mm.
So Bronwyn, when I see Sun and Venus together, it's very conflicting how other people try to dominate you. They try to say you're not pretty. But here's the thing, that sleeping Venus aspects its sign of exaltation.
Mm.
That means people from foreign lands would think you're gorgeous, i.e., Uma Thurman.
Yes.
Uma Thurman is not viewed as the standard of beauty. They consider Cameron Diaz that. But when it comes to Uma Thurman, her beauty sparks the attention of unconventional audience.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bronwyn, where are you from? People aren't going to look at you the way foreigners would. Foreigners will embrace you.
Mm-hmm.
Your money is there. They will follow your beliefs, your philosophies, because Pisces take on the forms of all of the previous 11 signs. So when others think you don't look a certain way, the rest of the world would say, she's my girl. I would love to hang around with her. So
Mm-hmm.
your superpower is Aquaman. When he's on the surface with the Justice League, they thinking, what do you do? All you know is water. He said, come in the water with me and find out how powerful I am.
Exactly.
Go overseas, Bronwyn. When you go in that water, mermaids, fish, mermen, sharks, killer whales, dolphins. People that are like that, they embrace you in another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the world about your dreams. And you have manifesting abilities.
Mm.
So if people don't think you look the part, screw it. That sleeping Venus is aspecting the house of debilitation. So in your dreams, you're wonderful, you're magnificent, you're gorgeous. And people in foreign lands would also affirm you. Thank you.
Thank you. That's awesome. Okay, so Ron, I hope you enjoyed your reading, your
Mhm.
superpower. And for everybody else that came in and joined, thank you so much. Rhonda, I see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chandra,
Thank
for
you.
inviting. Rhonda, thank you more for inviting Seal.
Yes,
If
yes.
you enjoy this live, please like, share, tell others about us. We
Mhm.
really love what we do. And I'm sorry that you missed us. We're about to go. So this is the thing. If here's Brian. Wow, she said that's amazing, guys. Thank you so much.
You're
You're
welcome.
very, very welcome. We love it. We
Yes.
love to see people smile, and we know that you're smiling right now. And so, whoever wanted a reading tonight and you weren't able to, please just join us on Tuesday. And if you're in Australia, I believe that's in
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning.
Mhm.
So that's our time. Tuesdays, Thursdays at 6 p.m.
Mhm.
Central Time in Houston, Texas. All right. We thank you all so much. We pray that you all will be blessed this morning, this afternoon, this evening. And we will see you again next week.
And they just let everybody know in Australia that would be 9 a.m. for them.
Okay, that will be 9 a.m. I will do something about that. I think when I post about the live reading, I'll try my best to post it maybe a day or two before, and I'll put some times down so that can be, helpful for everyone. Also, like I said, Judge, he has a YouTube channel. It's called Judge a Vedic Perspective. I already
Mhm.
have the link in the comments if you would like to know like to learn through Judge, you can also watch his videos, but we are going to transfer his videos to the Cosmic Answer YouTube
Mhm.
channel. And I will make sure to put a link on that next week.
That's right.
So again, everybody, thank you. Thank you so much for joining with us. We really appreciate you guys.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I feel great. I feel great energy.
Because you are great.
Yes, you are great. Hey, light attracts light,
Mhm.
So thank you. Y'all giving me, I could tell that you're sending me light and love, and I'm sending you light and love. So thank you so much.
And thank you, Javon, and thank everyone. And remember, here at the Cosmic Answer, our job is to let you know you are the most interesting person in the world.
Mhm.
Until next time, be blessed and namaste.
Namaste.